Hello and welcome to this, the final day of the Premier League season for 2019 to 2020. Due to the recent pandemic that is going on around the world, the FA has taken the controversial decision to allow worms to finish the season instead of the actual Premier League footballers. So that is why we are here. We will see over the course of the next half an hour who ultimately is going to win the Premier League season this year. So without further ado, let us begin the game. We start off with the Liverpool goalkeeper, Alisson Becker. He is having, he's considering, and oh my goodness, he's decided to attack a fellow goalkeeper. That is controversial from Alisson. We now move over to the Manchester City goalkeeper, Ederson, who has two choice Chelsea targets in mind, one would believe. He is contemplating, and he has decided to go for Alonso rather than try and take N'Golo Conte out and knock him into the drink. We move over to Ben Chilwell now, the Leicester City left-back. He now has David De Gea next to an explosive. He may look to utilise this, or he may instead go for Sadio Mane, and he's taken an exploding crate out with it, which did some damage to Paul Pogba. And possibly Raheem Sterling. Yes, a little bit of damage to Raheem Sterling as well. We're now back to David De Gea, the much maligned Manchester United goalkeeper, well, that's rather typical of the Manchester United season. He has drowned. We now have the Chelsea goalkeeper, the young Spaniard, Kepa Arrizabalaga. Yes, that's exactly how you pronounce that name. Kepa now has several worms in sight. He is targeting Jesse Lingard. And now Jesse Lingard, Kepa and Andy Robertson are all next to each other, which could cause problems a little later on in the round. We return with Virgil van Dijk, the Liverpool centre-half monstrosity. He doesn't really have an easy target. He may look to use the wind to help him out here, or he may go down. It's a clever little shot on Ben Chilwell, but now he's left himself rather exposed right on a ledge. We now have Kyle Walker, the Manchester City right-back. He's down with his teammate Fernandinho. Sadio Mane is the obvious target. And it is indeed Sadio Mane that he decides to attack. It may not be enough to kill. It is not. Sadio Mane is still alive, but surrounded by Manchester City footballers. Ricardo Pereira, the Leicester City flying fullback, has several targets, and he's not nailed it. There was a poor shot from Ricardo Pereira. Kepa took a little damage, but very little indeed. Phil Jones. Now, it remains to be seen whether he will indeed crawl into the drink. Let's hope not. I'd like to think he's a little more intelligent than that. No, it's a poor shot from Phil. He will look to do better next time. We move over to Marcos Alonso, the Chelsea fullback. Ederson is the obvious target. He may look to go for a more audacious shot on someone like Kevin De Bruyne. Or we may target the group with Jesse Lingard, Kepa, and perhaps Andy Robertson. He's not done that. He's lay a mine by Ederson. Now he's got to get out as fast as he can. I don't know if it's enough. It is enough. He did enough wiggling to get away there. We return now to the Liverpool captain, Jordan Henderson. He has two health crates either side of him. Whether he will use... No, he's decided to shoot Mason Mount. He's decided to shoot Mason Mount rather than go for the care packages. He has indeed opened up that little defensive area that Mason Mount had, which could prove difficult for him later on in the round. We now go to the midfield orchestrator, Fernandinho, for Manchester City. Poor old Sadio Mane could be in for it here. And as we can see, no, it's Chilwell in fact. Chilwell has taken a little bit of damage from Fernandinho. Chilwell, who may of course become a Manchester City player one day. Oh, Sadio Mane copped a bit of flack as well. He's dead. Harvey Barnes now, the young Leicester City winger who's made quite the splash this season. He's had a good season so far. He has several targets. Oh, he's gone for Garfield, the human component of this round, and Bobby Firmino also took some damage. We now have Paul Pogba, the renegade Manchester United midfielder. Man United are having a very indifferent round so far with David Hayes' suicide. That is a bit better from Paul Pogba. James Maddison taking some damage there. N'Golo Kanté just chilling out right on the edge of the drink, safe in the knowledge that Phil Jones won't attack him. He decides to go towards the crate, which could be very dangerous. He's pulled off a very audacious shot there. Oh, he's decided to blow up the... Oh, and the mine! Oh, it's a teammate! Oh, goodness. Oh, my goodness. It's a disaster for N'Golo Kanté. Oh, he's killed his own teammate. N'Golo Kanté has killed Kepa. It's his own teammate. It's a disaster for Chelsea. Mo Salah now. Harvey Barnes is the obvious target with that exploding crate right next to him. And that is exactly what has happened. Harvey Barnes is in trouble, although he seems to have actually got away with it there by falling down into that crevasse. He avoided the mine as well. No, it's not enough. Harvey Barnes is dead. One shot from Mo Salah. Fantastic effort from the Egyptian forward. Kevin De Bruyne, who somehow has not been damaged despite being precariously perched. He is now having a think. There are several choice Liverpool targets over there who he may look to take out, and it's towards them that he's heading. What is he doing? He's taking his time about it, as Kevin De Bruyne often does. He's having a good think. He's making sure that this is going to go right. It's a spot-on shot against Mo Salah and Bobby Firmino. Good damage there from Kevin De Bruyne. James Maddison now, who will look to perhaps take out Paul Pogba. Raheem Sterling may also be in his sights. It's a grenade that he has opted for. It's an easy little shot over the bump, and Paul Pogba takes some damage there. Jesse Lingard, the much maligned Jesse Lingard. Several big Liverpool targets surrounding him. He has decided to go for Mason Mount, though. He's decided to go for the Chelsea play. Interesting strategy there from Jesse Lingard. Mason Mount now down amongst the Liverpool players and amongst Jesse Lingard himself. He may look for some revenge. Maybe a little prod on Jesse Lingard. No, it's a bazooka. And Trent has drowned. Trent Alexander-Arnold is out of the game. Liverpool are being well and truly pegged back here by the rest of the Premier League. Now, what can Liverpool do? They have been pegged back immensely by the rest of the Premier League. They need to get their act together, otherwise they are going to fluff this Premier League. That is a good start from Bobby Firmino. He's decided to take out one of his closest rivals in Kevin De Bruyne to take damage on Man City, but they are looking very strong down in this bottom right-hand corner. Raheem Sterling has taken 4 damage. He's still in fine health. He will probably look for Maddison here. No, he's decided to... No, he's gone for Chilwell, and now Ben Chilwell is right in amongst the Manchester City threesome, and he's dead, and this is going to do damage. Not too much though. It's a necessary act there from Raheem Sterling. Jamie Vardy getting involved for the first time. What is he going to do? He's got several targets possibly to aim at. N'Golo Kanté still sitting right beside that crate. Could cause problems for him. The French World Cup winner, it's an attack on Marcos Alonso. It's a strong attack as well. Marcos Alonso is down to 10. Phil Jones now. What is he going to do this time? Yeah, he's having a good long think, is Phil. Ah, he snuck through. And this time he's got it right. Except, of course, he's done some damage to himself. But N'Golo Kanté is out. Chelsea are looking in all sorts of bother. Phil Jones is still alive. Well done, Phil. We now move to Mason Mount, who I believe is the last Chelsea representative in this entire game. And he's still alive. Somehow he has finished Jesse Lingard off, but it almost cost him his own life and Chelsea's participation in this year's Premier League. Andy Robertson now. What is he going to do? Mason Mount is looking very vulnerable. A well-placed grenade ought to do it, but no, it's Pereira. And he's decided to sit on Mason Mount's head. We now have Ederson. We've got Jamie Vardy and Phil Jones for company. Ederson has Oh, that's a sneaky little shot. His distribution has always been fantastic. Phil Jones is dead. Ricardo Pereira possibly will now look for some revenge on Andy Robertson. Although it is a difficult shot, and he's just got the defence there needed. No, it's Kevin De Bruyne he's gone after. Manchester City slowly dropping, but they still have their core three right in that corner there. Paul Pogba could be the one to do the damage for Manchester City if he can get this grenade right. It's not going to happen this round. He's decided to shotgun James Maddison. This is a tricky second shot. He may have to move in order to get the right angle. He decides against it and to... well, he's made a hole. Mason Mount with the obvious move. Andy Robertson is gone. Another Liverpool fatality. They have got 5 worms left, but they are all looking a little tired, except for captain Jordan Henderson. Virgil van Dijk and Alisson are actually, in fact, looking very good as well. It may well boil down to these two, whether they can find a way of getting through to those Manchester City 3 worms. And he has done it. It's a bold move, this. Look at this, a move. What is he doing? Oh my goodness, it's a self-sacrifice from Alisson. This is going to do massive damage to Manchester City. What a move from Alisson. He has taken out Kyle Walker and he has damaged Fernandinho. It was taking one for the team there. Magnificent sacrifice from Alisson, but he didn't quite get the job done as best as he would have hoped. Fernandinho now will possibly target Virgil van Dijk. He may have a shot on Virgil van Dijk. He does have a shot. It is magnificent from Fernandinho, and Manchester City are now ahead in this title run-in. James Maddison for Leicester City. They are not out of this yet. Paul Pogba is the obvious target, but he decided... no, it is Paul Pogba. This could be it for Paul, because he has also got some burns. It is done for Paul Pogba. I believe it is done for Manchester United. They have finished 5th in this year's Premier League title. Mason Mount is clinging on for Chelsea. He doesn't really have anyone to aim for. That's the problem. He doesn't have any clear shot. He's just going to try and blast his way through to Ricardo Pereira, but he is very vulnerable right by the drink. Captain Jordan Henderson with 100 health still. Again, not an easy shot. Perhaps Ricardo is the most likely target. Jordan has gone for a defensive position, interestingly enough. He's decided to blow up health. Couldn't quite get Jamie Vardy to slip in, and now he is in a very good defensive position. Well played, Jordan Henderson. Kevin De Bruyne, low on health. He has been in the thick of the action. He has decided to take out Pereira. That might do it. Great shot from Kevin De Bruyne. It's not quite enough, though. Ricardo clings on. Jamie Vardy now. Ederson is looking vulnerable. It's a poor shot from Vardy. Uncharacteristic from the Leicester City forward. Some damage done for Ederson, though. Mason Mount once again. He cannot do enough. He's going to look to blast Ricardo straight out of this fight. One more bazooka ought to do that. And Henderson is off of 100 health. Mo Salah now. What is he going to do? Kevin De Bruyne is the obvious target. Or will he look for something a little more ambitious? He's decided to come in and chill out with his best pal, Bobby Firmino. This is a risk. It's gone up straight in the air. Oh, what a... oh, that's fantastic from Mo Salah. Perfect distribution. Absolutely magnificent from the Egyptian forward. And that should be enough to put Liverpool back on top. Kevin De Bruyne is out of the game. Raheem Sterling is looking good. He's still perched, though he could perhaps do with a teleport. He's gone for Maddison. He's cleared the way for a good shot next time if the wind is with him. But he's still perched right on that edge. Ricardo Pereira is still in the game. Will he look to go after Jordan Henderson? He has the wind with him. But Henderson's defensive positioning is excellent. Mason Mount now has an easy shot for Ricardo. This could be it. It's not. Mason Mount might get a bit of damage from Ricardo here. This could be it for Chelsea. No, not quite. Risky play from Mason Mount, though. Bobby Firmino in with his pal Mo Salah. I don't actually know what happened to Mane. Oh, that's strange. Anyway, what can Bobby Firmino do? What can the Brazilian forward do? It is a very, very ambitious grenade. Oh my goodness! That is phenomenal from Bobby Firmino. Raheem Sterling somehow has been taken out of the match, and Manchester City are down to third. Leicester City have gone above them, so surely the logical move for Ederson will be to take Jamie Vardy out of the match. That might be enough to put Manchester City into second. It is in fact enough to get Chelsea into third, because Mason Mount has more health than James Maddison. What can Maddison do? He's going to try and break through those Liverpool forwards up there. They are looking fairly safe, but one more shot from Maddison might break through. Mason Mount still alive for Chelsea. And this time he gets Henderson. Henderson is gone. The Liverpool captain is out. And that puts Manchester City back on top. Mason Mount right next to the drink. It does not matter. Liverpool must put their faith in Mo Salah and Bobby Firmino. They are down to 2. It's an airstrike. It is a weak airstrike. They tried to take Mason Mount out with an airstrike. They have fluffed it. Fernandinho now is probably, in terms of defence, looking the best position. And it is an awful... Well, I don't know if he was aiming for Mason Mount. I believe he was aiming for the Liverpool boys. But Mason Mount is gone, and Chelsea are third. Apologies, Chelsea are fourth. Quick math, bad. Liverpool, it's broken through. Both are going to take heavy damage here. This could be a disaster. They're burned. They're gone. Both Liverpool players are out. And we are suddenly, out of nowhere, down to Manchester City and Leicester. James Maddison has done a miracle there. And Ederson is in a wonderful defensive position, but he's decided to move closer to the action. He has left himself a little bit vulnerable. But what on earth can Maddison do from here? It is an airstrike. It may do it. It is enough. Ederson is gone. Ederson with a stupid teleport. This is almost done. It is down to Fernandinho of Manchester City and James Maddison of Leicester City. Maddison has the wind with him, but he doesn't have the position. Fernandinho is looking well defended there. And it is now going to be down to who can master the grenades and who can master the bazookas. Fernandinho is not looking for subtlety this time. He is just going to blast his way straight through, and you will figure if Maddison doesn't hit on this go, then the next one could be fatal for him. It is not enough. This could be it. Manchester City could be about to win the 2020 Premier League season. They have done it! That will do it! Fernandinho has killed James Maddison. All of those graves will be going down into the drink. And Manchester City are champions! It is a champions! Oh! So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Liverpool came into this fight with 3 more worms than anybody else. They had a significant numerical advantage. They had a significant points advantage. But it was not enough. They have blown it. Manchester City have won the title, and you have to figure if Alisson had just landed that self-sacrifice move to take Fernandinho out earlier in the game, things may have been different. But as it was, it wasn't enough. Leicester with a fine performance as well. They were there right at the end. They took second. Liverpool didn't even get second place. Manchester City, Leicester City, Liverpool are your Premier League 2019 to 2020 top 3. My goodness. Liverpool will have to go again next year, but you figure that they will never have an advantage like they had this season. That is all we have time for this season. I hope you have enjoyed this final day Premier League drama. Hopefully when things settle down again and the players can resume their actual duties and the worms can take a back seat once again, perhaps the actual Liverpool footballers might be able to do it next year. But as of right now, Manchester City are Premier League 2019 to 2020 champions.